We can name the Nighthawk Scavenger here. We can hit for 3. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to help support the channel. Demolish that thumbs up button if you don't mind. You can also find all of our goodies from the video in today's link tree, from our gym giveaway, free contests, and even buying a standard playset for one lucky individual. Today we'll be playing Star Troopers, an Orzhov or Silverquill aggro deck, looking to take control of our opponent's game plan through hand hate, and then applying plenty of pressure through decent attackers. Today's video will break down the deck list, talk about strategies, synergies, discuss our playlines and interactions while watching the gameplay footage, and wrap up with our final thoughts and deck review. Before we get into it, again, I encourage you to support the channel if you can afford to do so through the link tree. It makes all of the events that we host a possibility. Without you, it would be very hard to apply not only the workload that I do throughout the regular content, but like I said, the giveaways, the contests, the tournaments, that's really all supported by our supporters. So, massive thank you, not only from myself, but from the community as a whole. With that being said, let's start the deck tech portion of today's video. Star Troopers, 60 cards, best of 1, 2.4 average mana value, 15 creatures, 15 non-creatures and 23 creatures. Dyslexia, it's always, 10 out of 9. 22 lands in deck, so it's a little light to reflect the curve, and we actually get punished for that today, but it shouldn't be a problem. It really shouldn't be a problem, especially seeing as our 4-drops we can cast for 2 and 3. But again, all things held within hindsight, you may want to add a land or 2 into the deck. However, I'll leave that decision up to you. Today, we will start out with what I built the deck around, right? I always like to kind of showcase my own deck building techniques to everyone during this process. And the first card that we picked was Silverquill Silencer, a 3/2. As long as it enters the battlefield, choose a non-land card name. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen name, they lose 3 life and you draw a card. So it's a 3/2 for 2 mana. Base value, very good. We get to also potentially deal 3 damage and draw a card whenever our opponent casts a spell. Now, we can typically tell what our opponent is going to cast by their first land drop within the meta. However, if we can't, we now move on to Duress, a 1 mana value card at sorcery speed. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. So this is great on turn 1, even if you don't get to discard something, because they're giving you sight of their hand, and then you can get a confirmed pick with your Silverquill Silencer. Moving forward, we also have things like Humiliate for 2 mana at sorcery speed. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Looking at our opponent's hand through Elite Spellbinder, a 3 CMC creature, 3 power, 1 toughness with flying. When Elite Spellbinder enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it by paying an additional 2 mana. This is great, right? So through Duress, through Humiliate, through Elite Spellbinder, we get sight on our opponent's hand, giving us, that confirmed pick, like I previously said, through Silverquill Silencer, allowing us to draw a card and have our opponent lose 3 life whenever they're playing those cards. So that's nice. Moving on from there, we've got filler with Eyetwitch. When it dies, learn. This is a great card to play on your turn 1, and then turn 2 we can Humiliate, get sight on our opponent's hand. Eyetwitch is a 2/2 flyer, gonna deal in some serious damage, and then we can Silencer on turn 3 potentially, right? If we don't know exactly what they're gonna play. Typically, there's some easy things you can take. Stomp, if they're playing a red deck with Silencer, is a go-to for me. Extinction Event, Eerie Emergent Ultimatum, Shadow's Verdict, just things that you're worried about them casting on you that's going to kind of ruin your game plan, and then they're deterred from casting that potentially. Moving forward, we've got removal. within Heartless Act. 4 copies here, instant speed for 2. Destroy target creature with no counters on it, or remove 3 counters from target creature. Decent, right? We have removal within Skyclave Apparition, a 2 power, 2 toughness, 3 mana value creature. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with mana value 4 or less. When Skyclave Apparition leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner creates an XX blue illusion creature token, where X is that mana value of the exiled card. Right, that's great. And future removal within Baleful Mastery, instant speed for 4. You may pay 2 rather than pay 4 if you do your opponent draws a card. Exile target creature or planeswalker, right? Nice removal there as well. We've got some filler within Callous Bloodmage, which I actually really like. 4 copies of this for 3 mana. It's a 2 power, 1 toughness. When it enters battlefield, create a pest, or draw a card, lose 1 life, or exile target player's graveyard. The versatility here is really, really nice. Drawing a card's amazing. If you're against an aggro deck, make a pest, right? You can block, take out one of their attackers, and gain life. And, you know, if you're against some graveyard recursion, escape, you've got the exile their graveyard. And you can even exile your own graveyard against rogues to, you know, limit the Thought Thief, the Guild Enforcer, the 8 or more, right? So that's quite nice. And we do have, for our own protection, the Glorious Protector, 3/4 with flash and flying for 4 mana. You can foretell it for 3 mana. When Glorious Protector enters the battlefield, you may exile any number of non-angel creatures you control until the Protector leaves the battlefield, right? This is great. This can protect us from Shadow's Verdict. It can protect us from Extinction Event, you know, those annoying cards that we're trying to off-put into the future. You know, even there's so many. Draconic Intervention, Shattered Sky, Storm's Wrath, Doomscar, the list goes on and on, right? Any field wipe, you know, Glorious Protector is going to protect you from it, and that's really, really cool. And then for the kicks, we've got Shadrix Silverquill, 2/5 flying double strike. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose 2. Each mode must choose a different player. Target player creates a 2/1 white and black Inkling with flying. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Target player puts a +1/+1 on each creature they control. I like to put +1/+1 counters on creatures they don't control, right? If there's an open field, that's great. You know, if you don't want that, you can have them draw a card if their mana's tapped to lose 1 life. That is good for your aggro game plan, and you know, often giving yourself the 2/1 flyer for later on. We've got some land in deck, like previously mentioned, 22. You might want to buff it up, but it's really hard to say. I like the light curves, but sometimes I get punished by them. You'll see what I mean in today's video, and it's just sometimes it happens, I think, regardless of how many lands you have. Sideboard, through the learn from Eyetwitch. Expanded Anatomy, 2 +1/+1 counters, gains Vigilance. You know, that's great for our flyers, stuff like this. The Summonings, creates a 2/1 flyer, great. Fumes, exiles something, great. Environmental Sciences, digs for lands, gain life. And the Probation, you know, choose non-land card name. Opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name until next turn. This is great because, you know, we're getting sight of their hands. We have Duress, we have Humiliate, we have Spellbinder, and then we see what cards they have that we don't want to deal with. Boom, Probation can again shut down those key cards that they want to cast on us, giving us the little extra space that we need to get into lethal with. That's the deck, you guys. Strategies and synergies, you know, shut down your opponent, attack them. You've got the Eyetwitch, you've got the Silencer, you've got the Spellbinder. These can all deal a lot of damage. Bloodmage, you know, is not bad either, and then Glorious Protector can get in eventually to protect everybody, and then you can do it. I believe in you. It's a decent deck. Have fun. Enjoy the gameplay footage. Check out the Linktree link. Watch to the end so you don't miss out on our final thoughts and deck review. Woo! That's 3 videos today. You got it, bro. Have a magical day, you guys, and enjoy. We'll see you soon. All right, let's see what we can get up to today. Obviously, this draw hand's not filling any void I have within my soul. Keep 6. Toss the heavy. Toss the heavy. And we're blind pulling with the Silencer. It's not what I want to do. Oh, easy. Left struck piece. We know they at least are going to play one of them. That's going to drain them of 3 life, give us a card. Let's get in their hand here with a flyer. Woof. This is all very bad. um, the next turn they're dropping 3 mana. Let's get rid of the Gem Razor. I don't like it because it's got reach, right? And then Duress takes non-creatures, so it's basically dead. We have to try to shoot in and get the henge at a certain point. Serpent for 2. I really need this Heartless Act to kill the beasts, though, next turn. They take the damage, shucks. Pass the turn. I want the draw off Lovestruck if that's the way they go. Questing Beast gets acted. Acted it. It's like axed, but it's not quite an axe. He's holding a sword, so. Deep breath. Let's draw a card here. Lose 1 life. We need a white source. That's not it. For another 3, trying to get that serpent to block. Oh, another? No way, bro. Yikes. Planes off the top. Really? Getting punished. Getting absolutely hammered. Let's make the ooze more expensive. Spellbinder finally gets rid of the serpent. We're getting hit for another 4 here. Down to 11. They tie it up. Ooze in play. 1 creature here. And 2 over there. Not good for us. Not good for us. How sad is it that it's our only play? We'll never be able to race them. And they're going to mutate onto the Ozolith. Right? Shoot. That is such bad news. Can I have a white source, please? We could have solved this problem long ago instead of dying this turn. Right? I think they just mutate onto the ooze. Giving it trample. That's what I would do. They see it. They're like, oh yeah, I forgot. Let's mutate onto this bad boy. Yeah. Oh, that hurts. 7. Which represents lethal, unless we block it like this. Which is such bad news. Down to 1. Oh, that's not the land we need. That's a very merry good game. Let's show ourselves out. You know, I mean, come on, Arena. Just 1 more planes, please. Opponent goes first. Cheater. I'll live with it, though. Mono red. Double cheater. I'll live with it, though. We can block with our Eyetwitch. Silencer on Stomp. I guess, right? In friendship, the plot thickens. We get hit for 2. Down to 18. Let's take the summoning. Grab the land. Blessed. And then this is a stomp. So if they do remove it, at least we get to draw and it replaces itself. They lose 3 life as well, which is minor, but more forbidden friendships. Okay, we can do tokens too. Right, going wide to try to match them. No attacks. It's better to block, question mark? I don't want to lose a silencer to these tokens, right? If they Embercleave us off tokens, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out. Wow. We can't interact with it at all. This is so bad. Nice. Have you ever been hosed like that? And how did they get 3 forbidden friendships? You know what I mean? Yikes. We just blocked the 1. We go back to our hand. Grab the other summoning. Oh, I guess we could have exiled it too. That is upsetting! Come on! Down to 11. Whatever else they play, we nuke. Only tokens are safe. That's actually good because it's got haste. Annoying AF. Watch them shock one of these and still get the kill. The Remy. That does it too. Wow. This is just not working. And now we have nothing for the fumes. Oh my gosh. There's no meaning to life anymore. Can I please showcase my deck, bro? They did have a frostbite too. Phoenix just kills us here. They get the land. I mean, we're dead anyways. Right, the trample. Wow. I was joking when I said watch them Embercleave. I didn't actually want that to happen. Oh my gosh. No words can describe that. Okay, we have to mulligan this. It's not going to work. This is much better. Let's toss Mastery for now. Just so we have more field presence. Because what if they're controlled, like, and then all our removal is worthless? Turn 1 Duress. It's really good for us. Oh my gosh. That is really bad for us. Yikes. Second crab with a passage. Haha. I can't believe it. We're getting just like clowned around today. Last was 2 land cleave. This is double crab mania. Oh my gosh. Day in the life. You gotta love it. Right? Just watch your favorite creator struggle Get beat up. They attacked the crab. Very nice. My compliments, sir. It's the flying thing that I hate here. The Nighthawk. But if they don't get a land, they're not playing it. We should pick the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Right? Or it's gotta be Thieves Guild Enforcer. And then if they play the, Scavenger, we can act it. Because the Enforcer brings in more mill, right? And they would have played the Enforcer, then the Windrobber. And that would have been more mill, right? And we don't need that. So we take the Enforcer. They don't get a land. Nor did they deserve one. We can name the Nighthawk Scavenger here. We can hit for 3. Oh, what am I doing? I'm attacking it to Death Touch. My bad. You're not supposed to draw that. We do get it removed, right? So unless they're holding more copies of it in hand, which they probably are. I guess that's a good trade. It's hard to say, though. Right? To get it out of play immediately before there's other rogues cast on top of it is good. Let's hold up here. Right? We attack. If they flash in, we can Heartless Act it. Spellbinder and Eyetwitch can go out. They have counter magic. Ooh, played that first to dodge Walry's Disruption, but then, that gets it. Hopefully they do not pull land. No, wow, we are getting so... Again, we attack before the act. Yeah, let's end our turn. We might just get this because they brick. Oh, there it is. There it is. So if they play that Scavenger, they go down to 7. It's Duress with no more mana. So we flash out our creature. Fine. We kill Duress. Yeah. And then we hit for a bunch. They can no longer play the mage or whatever. We can discard their graveyard here. I think that's not a bad choice. In case they did have Call of the Death Dweller or something. I think we got him. Unless they play a land and... Well, we've got odds and evens too here. Good game, Mr. Rogue Player. Thanks for bricking. I really needed a win. Oh, what better way to get it, right? Our opponent plays first. We have 2 lands. It's the double plains for the Apparition, which killed us in that one of the first matches. It was not good. But, and we even had a Snarl too. We pulled the Snarl and then like 3 or 4 swamps after. That was pretty feel bad. Our opponent gets to play first. We don't have a turn 1 unless we pull an Eyetwitch or Duress. Duress would be ideal because then we get sight on their hand and we can get a confirmed card pick with our Silverquill Silencer. Rope is up. You gotta love it. Give him a second. Everybody hydrate, I suppose. Gotta drink gallons of water every day just to survive. Oh, it's a Snarl. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a match. Buckle up. We're going to take you on a adventure, and they just needed to sign into our Twitch so they could see our hand. You know what I mean? It took them a little bit. You gotta give them slack. I don't mind, though. It's all part of the job. I'm just here to play some Magic. Well, those decisions are best left up to the suits in Washington, D. I'm just here to eat some dude. Oh. How do you not do it, though? It's gotta be the dragon, right? Or we still name Stomp. Because it could be Stomp, too. But then it could... Well, Stomp's more threatening than Petty Theft. Could be Saw It Coming. Could be All Run. I should have just taken a look first. Let's take Stomp. Duress is a turn 1 card. I wanted to take the Prismari Dragon right out of the gate, Galazeth or whatever. But what if we just get stomped and then we get nothing, right? What if we just got stomped? And they might actually have that in hand, and they're like, well, shoot. They're in slow. Mazemind Tome. Okay, Draconith Intervention is what we should have named. We should have named maybe some removal. Let's see what we should have named here. What's going on here? I hope we see a Stomp. That's a weird thing to say, right? But we should have named Saw It Coming. We wanted to. We wanted to. The plot thickens. So that has to be Saw It Coming, right? And now, for Brazen Borrower to interact with us is weird, right? Because we just get to rename, which is actually good for us. Oh, we need that land. Do not screw us, Arena. Give me that land. Give me that land! We got a 40% chance to pull said land. It's maybe not high enough. They just pass their turn? No, they foretell. You know, Behold the Multiverse. Maybe they're both Behold the Multiverses. Let's see how it turns out. They do have a draw with Mazemind Tome or Petty Thefts open. Really? Deep Press. Eyetwitch can grab Environmental Sciences that can get us our third land, since apparently we can't draw it organically. They take the draw here, looking for a field wipe. Could you imagine if we didn't brick? What a life it would be. Into the Spellbinder, into the Callous Mages. Super Sag Town. Hey, that's main phase instant. They're looking for land too. They don't want to miss out. Which I get. more than most. We now somehow just need our Eyetwitch to die so we can get Environmental Sciences. And then, watch, as soon as we play Environmental Sciences, it's just gonna be like land, 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 land. Right? You guys know what I mean. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Of course, they draw that land they wanted. Frostbite on the Silencer, Sag. Oh, I bet they still do run Stomps, though. Okay. Well, look at you go. You're doing it. Spellbinder goes, and the Spellbinder is a really bad target for Petty Theft to hit. So this has got to be saw it coming if they have it. There it is. Yeah, okay. We should have... Not that it would have mattered because we got killed first, but like we were deciding between saw it coming, Stomp, as our first two primary picks when we seen the Snarl. Goldspan was, you know, something else we're thinking of, but I was like, well, it's so much later on in the game, right? And it's a 5-drop, so it dodges Apparition, which is ultra feel bad, I guess. We can get it with Baleful if we draw land or not. I mean, I don't really need to be giving them draws, but I guess worst case scenario. Oh, and see, this is the Bone Daddy. We knew it was there, and they didn't want to Stomp to be careful. Are you freaking kidding me? So we take the Giant, get hit with Goldspan again. Either way, we're, you know, getting hit. We can block with Eyetwitch, I guess, so that's nice. No land for Mastery. So, you know, they can easily bounce the Apparition. But we just replay it. The tokens can't be taken. You know, it's an awkward situation. They've got Faceless Haven available as well, which is Sag, right? Everything's Sag in this matchup, especially Double Dragons. Did you guys ever play the video game Double Dragon? Loved that game. Okay. Has this been used already? Is that why I have foresight on it? Yeah, that's just a creature. Okay. So, just terrible news. Maybe we top deck a land. Right? And then we can play... Where is the land? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. We cannot do what we want. We can Eyetwitch, block a dragon, Baleful Mastery the other. Pass our turn. They still have Faceless Haven. Look at how many lands they have, and we have 3. Didn't that happen to us in another game today, too? Wow. So, we should probably take the land? I guess, I don't know. It just seems bad. It's not like they really even need the land anymore because they have all the treasures, but... and just all the other land as well. You gotta do your best, though. You gotta fight through it, and that's how you become a better player. Is by getting beat up over and over and over. And they, of course, you know, they get the draw from the Mastery, which isn't good. For all we know, it was a counterspell, and this was all for nothing. Just here, have a draw. You look like you need more cards in your hand, sir. Have another. I think they do have it, and they're just debating. right? They're like, well, I mean, I don't really need a twin, but I could counter it. Right? They're just toying with us. Why I oughta. Yes, yes, yes. Saw it coming? Oh my gosh. So why did they tap their attacker? Why didn't they tap the other card? You know what I mean? I don't understand, bro. Not that I need to. I mean, what I need to focus on is drawing a land. Okay. See you later, Eyetwitch. I guess we should have taken environmental sciences at the very beginning, like we were joking about. The whole world's laughing. And the joke is on me. Hey, reminds me of Zoolander. God? Is that you? This little tiny cell phone. I've not watched Zoolander in so long. Oh my gosh, we should do a calendar. Bro, I get it. I get it, bro. You won the game. This guy. Wow. So, I had really good luck in the play queue with the deck, but in Mythic, oh, combination of bad luck and bad matchups. And maybe even a bad deck. It's hard to tell. I don't know if the deck's bad after today. I like it. It works. Sometimes, I guess. It's one of those things. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments. Let's break it down and give it a review. Woof. Okay. It may be that I've recorded 3 videos today and I'm losing my edge because it's like, hour 6. But we got beat up. We got thrashed and bricked, right? Straight up stoned, it felt like. And moving forward, maybe Baleful Mastery goes to 2 and we take another land. Right? Maybe. Could be a decent play, I think. You're going to have to let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, thank you all so much for your time and attention. How can we improve the deck? How can we make it more competitive than it already is? Duress, Humiliate, Silencer, Spellbinder. These are all amazing together, especially when we're running, Eyetwitch and using Academic Probation from the sideboard, which I know we didn't get a chance to do today, but through sight of your opponent's hands, you can shut down whatever you want. It's really, really cool. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to watch more videos if you can afford to do so time-wise. Like them all, engage with them on the comments, etc., etc. Support the channel through all of our Discord links. Sorry, not Discord links. Linktree links, which will lead you to the Discord for the giveaways, the tournaments, the Patreon, stuff like this. Cheers, have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.